Gwe, Ikchilida, hello and welcome to the Member 2 Sports and Wellness Center for the final game of day number 2 from the 2023 U18 Female AAA Hockey Championship. This game features the two teams that currently sit undefeated. The Northern Subway Selects at 2-0 will be the visiting team. They are in their dark blue jerseys with the white and gold, the white and silver, and the yellow numbers on the back. The Cape Breton Lynx, they are 2-0. They are the home team in their home whites with the black numbers, and we are underway as the puck goes down into the select zone. Winner of this game will be in the finals tomorrow, or on Sunday, excuse me. The winner of this game will also, if the game ends in regulation, be guaranteed to have the home ice in that championship game and therefore would have last change. As the puck is played down into the Cape Breton Lynx zone, you see there the goaltender, Megan Muse. She has a 1-0 record, a 2.0 goals against average in this tournament so far, and a .917 save percentage. When we get down to the other end of the ice, we will refer to the starting goaltender for the Northern Subway Selects. Puck in the corner, played back to the line for Dunn. Dunn gets it back down the boards. It hops over the stick of Dwarin. Now Dwarin back on it, gets it down to Beaton. Beaton trying to, or sorry, that's not Beaton, that's Marks, my apologies. Getting the puck is Morrison. She tries to work it ahead. She'll be turned back by Dwarin. It'll go around to the far side for Chasson. Chasson looking to get the puck ahead. It's knocked off her stick by Dwarin. Chasson able to get it back. It comes off the boards, takes a bounce over to the near side, and McLean able to get it out up to Morrison. Morrison back for McLean. McLean with a shot. And Georgia Burrows, the starting goaltender for the Selects, makes the save. Burrows with a 1-0 record, a 1.0 goals against average in the tournament so far, and a .957 save percentage. Now the puck is picked up by McNeil. Aaron McNeil with a shot, and Muse makes the save and hangs on for a face-off with 1:49 gone here in the first period. These two teams leading the way in every category so far in the tournament. Selects first in scoring with 10 goals in 2 games. Lynx second with 9 goals in 2 games. Defensively, both of these teams have given up just 2 goals in 2 games. So they are tied at the top of the standings in that category. They're both at 6 points, tied at the top of the standings there. And these two teams very familiar with each other as they played a best-of-5 series not that long ago in the Nova Scotia semifinals. The Selects ended up winning that 3-1 in the best-of-5 on their way to the national, or the Nova Scotia Championship, and earning the berth here. Puck played by Glenn down into the Cape Breton zone. Back to get it there is Chisholm Beaton. She'll play it back behind the net for McNeil. McNeil gets it up the boards to Vickers. Back down to McNeil. Now the steal by Glenn, gets it out in front. There's a shot save made by Muse, and she'll hang on for the face-off with 2:53 gone here in the first period. We mentioned the Selects and the Lynx played in a best-of-5 in the Nova Scotia semifinals. These teams, of course, play against each other quite regularly in the Maritime Major Female Hockey League. The Selects finished first in the league. The Lynx finished 4th out of the 9 teams that play in the Maritime Major Female Hockey League. After the finish of the regular season, the league split into its 3 different provinces for provincial playdowns. As mentioned, these teams faced each other. The 4 teams who finished at the top of the standings were the top 4, or were the 4 teams from Nova Scotia. And so that's why the 1 versus 4 matchup in the semifinals for Nova Scotia was this matchup between these two teams. Lynx won game 1 of that best of 5 series with a 3-2 victory, scoring the game-winning goal with 2.9 seconds left in regulation. to earn that win. The Selects came back and won the last 3 to get that series victory. With the puck there, moving it ahead was Greencorn. She got it up to Dwarin, but coming in just a little bit offside there was Ellie Clark, so we'll get a stoppage with 3:49 gone here in the first period. Coming into this tournament, these two teams were favored to be the two teams at the top of the standings, and that is certainly where they have been. Bringing the puck in, there was Pino. She gets the pass off to Lawless. Lawless played it back to the line, but then as it was worked back down low by O'Keefe, it was picked up by the Selects. Now getting it, LeBlanc takes it around behind her own net, gets it ahead for Dwarin. Dwarin has it knocked off her stick, but following up, here comes LeBlanc. She comes ahead. She's got Greencorn with her. LeBlanc gets taken down, and that will lead to a penalty. And so the first power play of the game will go for the Northern Subway Selects as Olivia McDonald gets taken off for interference at the 15:33 mark, or at the 4:27 mark, of the first period. 15:33 left to go when the penalty, it goes up on the board. Selects 1 for 4 so far on the power play through their first 2 games. That's 25%. The Lynx, meanwhile, on the penalty kill, have been perfect to this point. 6 for 6 on the penalty kill. Easy to calculate that percentage. That's at 100, but there's a shot by Thompson, and that doesn't miss by much. Now Vickers goes to play it ahead. That gets, she fanned on it. Now it'll be picked up again by Thompson at the near side. She'll play it back to the line for Fraser. Fraser down into the corner far side. Working up the boards, now coming back down again is Marks. Marks gets it to the front of the net, but there was nobody in blue there. Now played back down the boards to Thompson, back up again at the line, Fraser. She has it knocked off her stick by Vickers. Here comes Vickers. She has a shorthanded goal already in this turn. No, she doesn't, Myra Pino has the shorthanded goal for the Cape Breton Lynx. That shorthanded goal coming in their first game of the tournament against the Eastern Stars. With the puck now is Thompson. She has that puck get a little too far ahead of her. McEachern will send it back down as far as the Select blue line. McPherson gets it ahead to Marks. Marks gives to Thompson. Thompson will send it down into the corner. Marks battling in there with McEachern. Coming in to help out as well as Chasson, as is Williams. Now there's a 5th player in there. That is, trying to see who that is. That's Leahy. Now the puck comes up the wall. McPherson will get to it. Fires a shot, that goes wide, comes up the boards to Dunn at the far point. 30 seconds left in the power play. McPherson from the high slot gets a shot away, that goes just wide, comes off the end boards to Chasson. Cleared up as far as Morrison. She has the puck taken away from her by McDonald. McDonald and Chasson go battling all the way down to the low boards. Chasson able to win it and fire it down the ice. Just 10 seconds left in the penalty. Here comes McPherson ahead for McDonald. McDonald plays it back up the boards to McNeil. Her shot, that gets deflected, goes high up into the air, and then batted away to the far side. Now it gets to the line, held in there by LeBlanc. We're back to 5-on-5 as the penalty has expired. So the Lynx continue to be 100% on the penalty kill so far this weekend. Dunn plays the puck around to the far side for Clark. Clark gets tied up there. Dunn comes over, gets the puck across to LeBlanc. She'll play it ahead for Greencorn. Kenzie Greencorn, who leads the team and leads the tournament in scoring right now with 5 points so far on the weekend. Takes it down below the goal line, has the puck knocked away from her. It'll be picked up by, Marshall, who's able to get it out to center ice and into the Select zone. Fraser gets the puck as far as the Lynx line. Now the Lynx will turn it back up the other way. Here comes McLean. Skylar McLean, who leads the scoring for the Cape Breton Lynx with 4 points so far on the tournament, got the shot away. That was steered aside by Burrows. Now Chasson, fans on her pass attempt. The puck is played out to center. Chasson will play it back in. That would have been an offside if McLean had touched it. So it comes to Fraser. She gets it ahead to Greencorn, who will send it down into the Lynx zone. This game more than likely to have the highest tempo of all the games that we've had so far at this tournament, as these two teams certainly are among the quickest. There's a chance out front for McDonald, and a big save made by Muse, and Chasson will clear that one away from the front of the net. Pass ahead now for Skylar McLean. She'll gain the red line and dump it in. It comes all the way around the boards to the near side. Karis Ross loses her footing as she goes into the wall. Fortunately, she looks to be okay as she gets back up, but we are going to get a penalty. And it's going to be Sam Morrison going off for cross-checking. So the Northern Subway Selects get their second power play of the game here at 8:17 of the period. And the Selects, as we mentioned, were 25% on the power play coming in so far in the tournament. So now they're down to 20%. But throughout the course of the regular season and the playoffs, their power play was absolutely lethal. So the Cape Breton Lynx can't really afford to take too many penalties here and give the Selects power play too many opportunities to go to work. Thompson will play the puck around the boards. It comes up the wall to McEachern. She plays it back down the boards to Thompson, right back to McEachern again. McEachern steps in, gets a shot. That gets blocked by Leahy. Leahy not able to clear the zone, though, as the puck was knocked off her stick. Thompson sending it back in deep, but it ends up going over the glass and out of play. And because it was not deflected, it will be the face-off moving out to center ice. 1:28 left to go in the penalty. 11:11 on the clock here in period number 1. Face-off will be on the right wing side as the Selects look at it. Left wing side from a Cape Breton Lynx perspective. Attempted dump down the ice, gets knocked down by McPherson. She plays it over to Sarah Fraser, who gets it back to the line to Thompson across the far side. There's McNeil with a shot. That goes all the way around the boards and down the ice. McPherson will go back and pick up. Bree McPherson with 1:05 left to go in the power play. Circles back as Lawless was doing a good job of taking away some lanes. Now McNeil gives it back to McPherson again. McPherson will carry it across the blue line. Puck comes to McNeil at the line. Her shot, she kind of fanned on it. McNeil able to knock down the clearing attempt. Now done with the puck. She'll fire a shot. That goes into the end boards. And McNeil will pick up at the near wall, get it behind the net for Williams. Williams looking to get it to the front as McDonald was there waiting for it. The Lynx get possession for a moment, as on it there for a second was O'Keefe, but it was taken away from her. Now stepping up and getting to the puck is LeBlanc. 28 seconds left to go in the penalty. Played back to the line for Williams. Williams will give it back to LeBlanc. She'll come to Dunn with it on the near side. Dunn with a shot, and Muse able to make the save and hang on for a face-off. 18 seconds left to go in the penalty, exactly midway through this first period. As we mentioned, the winner of this game will be guaranteed a spot in tomorrow's semifinals. If this game happens to end, if this game happens to go into overtime, these two teams will both clinch spots in the finals if this game goes into overtime. As the Eastern Stars and Western Flames are both 1-2, the Tripan Ice are 0-2. So, with both of these teams at 6 points, if this game goes to overtime, the winner would have 8 and the losing team would have 7, and therefore both teams would have enough to make it into the gold medal game on Sunday. We could know our gold medalists gold medal finalists rather by the end of the night tonight. There's a shot taken by Pino, and it's blocked before it gets all the way through to Georgia Burrows. Puck comes back to the line. Chasson with a shot, and Burrows makes the save. Leahy may have gotten a piece of it to redirect that. 9:05 left to go in the first period. Tied up still, looking for the first goal of this game. Selects now 0 for 2 on the power play. Boyd not able to clear the zone. Held in, and now Boyd does get it out. She trips over the stick of McEachern. McEachern gets the puck, gets it over to Morrison with the shot. She scores! It looked like it deflected off of Grace McDougall. And so the Lynx get the first goal of the game here at 11:16, and Sam Morrison gets her first goal of the tournament. And so it is 1-0 for the Lynx over the Northern Subway Selects here just beyond the midway point of the first period. For Morrison, her first goal, 4th point of the tournament. And the Lynx lead it 1-0. A bit of bad luck for Burrows there as the puck deflected off of her. Now we're going to get another penalty as Ailey Glenn was taken down. Hooking will be the call against Skylar McLean. So the Selects will go to their 3rd power play of the evening. And while the Lynx did score 5-on-5, they keep giving the Selects power play opportunities. One of these is going to come back. You got to figure at some point one of these is going to come back and bite them as Thompson has the puck, plays it back to the line for Fraser. As we get the announcement of Morrison's goal, May McEachern with the lone assist on that goal. So again, it's Sam Morrison, her first goal, 4th point of the tournament, assisted by May McEachern at 11:16, putting the Lynx out in front 1-0. Now we get the announcement of the hooking penalty by McLean, bringing the puck in across the line. Here's Marks. Marks working against O'Keefe. Now the puck comes back to the line for McPherson. Her shot, and Muse makes the save and hangs on. 7:53 left to go in the period. 1:15 remaining in the Select's 3rd power play of the evening. Face-off will be deep inside the Cape Breton Lynx zone. Williams to take the draw against Morrison. Puck ends up on the stick of Chasson. She plays it up the boards. It'll be held in at the line by McPherson across the near side for Fraser. Fraser trying to get away from the pressure of Morrison. Gave the puck momentarily to Marks, but then Morrison able to create the turnover, get it out to center, and McPherson will back up with it. Now get it up to Thompson. Brooke Thompson ahead, intended for Marks. That's broken up by McPherson and down, or by McEachern rather, and back down the ice it goes. McPherson with the puck. 7:20 remaining in the period. 40 seconds left in the penalty. Fraser tied up by Pino. Fraser able to get it ahead. That pass goes off the stick of Williams, and McEachern able to get it across to Chasson. She goes it up and ahead. It goes off of Clark. Now picked up by Pino. Pino ends up skating into Bree McPherson. Lynx fans and Lynx bench wanted a penalty, but the referee says no. McPherson was just standing, and it was the other player who skated into her. Now the puck played down the wall, comes off the boards. Clark couldn't get a shot away. Greencorn gets it behind the net. 1 second left in the penalty. Now we're back to 5-on-5. Greencorn tied up along the boards by Leahy. Puck comes free to O'Keefe. She'll work it ahead. Out to center it comes. Ahead for Vickers. Vickers working her way in, but Dunn able to get there on the back check and get the puck away from her. Now Ellie Clark going the other way. Clark in across the blue line. Loses the puck along the boards. Comes out to center. LeBlanc gets it back into the zone. And now out to center it comes again. McPherson intercepts that pass intended for Vickers, and the puck played deep into the zone. Now McDonald with it. Out in front, and it gets beyond. Now a chance for Dwarin, and that shot gets steered aside. Dwarin, another shot. That goes off the side of the net. Now puck comes down into the corner with 5:48 left to go in the period. Dwarin at the side of the net, takes it behind the net. Now goes out the left or right wing corner, back to the line to McPherson. McPherson trying to get to the middle of the ice. She loses control of the puck. Here comes a chance for Marshall. Geneva Marshall coming in alone. Marshall makes the move, and what a save by Georgia Burrows as she denies Geneva Marshall. Morrison now gets the puck, trying to bring it to the front of the net. Shot doesn't get all the way through as there were too many Selects players in the way. Now they battle along the far boards. McNeil trying to keep the puck tied up as Vickers is in there trying to work it free for the Lynx. Coming in as well is Leahy. Leahy does get the puck worked free. Now Leahy has it stolen from her, and it's worked out to center ice. Leahy back on it. She'll play it over to McEachern, who got it ahead for Lawless. Lawless ended up taking down Ross as McPherson brings the puck ahead. McNeil will send it the rest of the way. It goes off of Williams and down the ice. 4:42 to go here, first period. McNeil able to win it away from Chasson. McNeil at the near wall. That's Williams at the near wall. She tried to make a pass. It was broken up. And now Pino will get it in. It comes out to Ailey Glenn. Glenn has it knocked off her stick. Now Morrison coming in. Morrison fans on a shot. Has it knocked away from her by McDougall. Grace McDougall. Plays it ahead, knocked down by Morrison. Morrison tries to get a shot through. That goes off of McDougall, ends up behind the net. And Fraser will play it forward for Glenn. Out to center ice. Off of the boards by McEachern. Now McDougall sends it ahead for McDonald. McDonald cutting to the middle. McDonald will take the puck behind the net. Leaves it there, picked up by Thompson. Thompson gets it back to the line for Dunn. Dunn with the shot, that goes wide. Puck comes back up the boards. Marks not able to get it under control, and out come the Lynx again. Here comes Vickers. Vickers working against Dunn. Dunn with a nice poke check, able to get the puck over to the wall. Now it'll be picked up by McLean. McLean with a shot, that goes off the outside of the net. Skylar McLean takes it over to the near side wall. She'll play it back to the line, and we're going to get a stoppage as the Selects net was loose with 3:21 left to go here in the opening period, and the Northern Subway Selects trailing the Cape Breton Lynx 1-0 in a very, very fast-paced opening period. We expected this game to be full of emotion, full of energy, full of everything that you would want out of a hockey game, and we've had all of that here through the opening 16 minutes and 40 seconds, and we still have more than 2 periods left to go, folks. This game is going to be exciting. Leahy trying to get a centering pass. Puck is knocked down. Battle in the corner. It'll come around behind the net to the near side. LeBlanc will get to it first. Lily LeBlanc working it ahead, ends up putting it into the feet of McNeil. McNeil able to find, or that's Dwarin rather. Dwarin able to find it, now drops it. There's Marks trying to get a shot through, but too many Lynx players in the way. Puck picked up behind the net by Dwarin. She gets rubbed off the puck there by McNeil. That being Brooklyn McNeil. There's Brooklyn McNeil of the Cape Breton Lynx. There's also Anna McNeil of the Cape Breton Lynx. She's the backup goaltender for this game. And then there's Erin McNeil of the Selects. As the puck bounces in onto Megan Muse, she settles it there for Brooklyn McNeil, who plays it off the boards, and it'll be picked up by Chisholm Beaton. She'll get it ahead and out to center ice. Knocked down right at the red line by McPherson, who sends it back down into the Cape Breton zone. 2:10 and counting left to go here in the first period. Clark in the corner gets taken off of the puck. Vickers able to get, or sorry, that's not Vickers. That was 6 Marshall, not 7 Vickers. Now the puck at the Cape Breton blue line. It's played it back up to the northern blue line. Now it's ahead. Here comes Williams in across the Cape Breton blue line, taking it behind the net. Gives to Ross. Ross's shot blocked there by, I believe that's Lawless. Hard to tell if that's an 8 or a 9 the way the jersey's tucked in. See now that it is an 8. Also, as they score! I gotta confess, I didn't see exactly how that happened. Gonna watch back here. Puck goes behind the net, and Puck goes behind the net, and somehow it comes out front and they score. I'm still not quite sure how that puck got in, but either way, the Selects and the Lynx are now all tied up at a goal apiece with 18:33 gone here in the first period. And when I was talking to Greencorn getting her 5th goal, Greencorn's tournament leading 5th goal, her tournament leading 6th point, as Kenzie Greencorn is having the weekend of her life here this weekend in Cape Breton. As the puck played back out to center, 50 seconds left to go in the first period, as Lacey Boyd will dump the puck down into the Cape Breton zone and head off for a change. The Selects get 5 fresh sets of legs out there for the final 40 seconds. Here comes McLean with the puck. Skylar McLean with a shot. That goes off a stick up over the glass and out of play, and we'll get a stoppage with 32 seconds left. As I was saying before the announcement of the goal started and I stopped to listen to it, the head coach of the Northern Subway Selects, Craig Clark, he and I were chatting prior to the first game earlier today, which the Selects played against the Stars, the Eastern Stars, and he said one of the things that's been happening this year is the Selects just haven't seemed to be getting bounces to go their way, but that goal there seems to be one where the bounce did go the right way from a Northern Subway Select perspective. Now it bounces in onto Muse. She'll cover up and hang on. And I should mention as well that the Northern Subway Selects are my hometown team. This is the team that I've been broadcasting for all season long. In fact, I've been broadcasting for this team now for, I believe it's 5 years. So a lot of these players I'm a little bit more familiar with. I'm a little bit more familiar with the coaching staff as I see them game in and game out all the time. I will try very, very hard to be impartial with the way I call the game, but I'm just putting it out there so that everybody understands that I will have a little bit more of a knowledge of this Selects team just from having been around them so much more. First period comes to an end, and what a first period it was. The Selects outshoot the Lynx by a margin of 9-8, and the score after the opening 20 minutes, which lasted about 21 and a half minutes, it felt like. That game, that period just flew by. 1-1 with goals coming from Sam Morrison and from Kenzie Greencorn to give us the tie score at the end of the opening 20 minutes of play. We're going to take a break. We'll come back, get you ready for the second period in just a few minutes. You are watching the Atlantic U18 Female AAA Hockey Championship from the Member 2 Sports and Wellness Center on Atlantic Hockey Online through AO Live, produced by Petter Sports and streaming. Welcome back as we get ready for the start of the second period here between the Cape Breton Lynx and the Northern Subway Selects. Tied at a goal apiece after the opening 20 minutes. Winner gets a spot in Sunday's gold medal game. If the game ends up going into overtime, both teams will guarantee themselves spots in the gold medal game. So plenty on the line here tonight in Member 2. As we get ready for the start of this second period, Georgia Burrows and Megan Muse, the two goaltenders, will be in the spotlight as two potent offenses need to be somehow shut down by two very good defenses and two very good goaltenders. Taking a quick look ahead while we've got a moment to tomorrow's schedule. Both of these teams will play one more time. The Selects will play in the final game of the round robin, the 12 o'clock game tomorrow against the Ice, while the Lynx will play in the Selects will play in the 3 o'clock game tomorrow against the Ice. That is the final game of the round robin, the 3 o'clock game tomorrow against the Ice. The Lynx will be playing in the 12 o'clock game tomorrow against the Western Flames. There is one other game tomorrow as well. That's the 9 a.m. game between the Tri-Pen Ice out of Newfoundland, Labrador, and the Eastern Stars, who are the representatives of Prince Edward Island. Stars with a record of 1-2, Flames with a record of 1-2, Ice with a record of 0-2, which is why each of those three teams can only reach a maximum of 6 points. So if this game goes into overtime, both teams will end up with at least 1 point, which would have the winning team at 8, the losing team at 7, which is why this game going to overtime would clinch both teams a spot in the semifinals, in the gold medal game rather. As the second period is underway, Connors goes to dump it in. It goes off of a leg. Now it'll be picked up by Morrison. She'll bring the puck in. As we've had a few issues in this tournament so far with pucks sticking early in periods, as the ice isn't getting quite fully dry prior to the start of periods. We saw it happen a couple times here already in this one through the first 40 some odd seconds. As the puck is dumped down by Brooke Thompson, it'll come off the end boards, off the side of the net. Muse plays it over to McNeil, and McNeil was able to get it ahead there for Lawand. Now it's McDonald bringing the puck into the Lynx zone, gets the pass back for Boyd. Boyd tried to turn and fire, couldn't get a shot away. The puck comes out to center. Dunn pokes it ahead. And now McDonald will get it back in across the line. Now Boyd ends up coughing the puck up there to Leahy, but Aaron McNeil able to steal it back. Now it's picked up by Chisholm Beaton. She'll take it down the boards. Alexis Chisholm Beaton tried to play it to the middle of the ice, but the only one there to get it was Brooke Williams of the Selects, working her way down the right wing. Stops before she gets to the goal line. Now plays it back to the blue line for Fraser. Fraser's shot goes off a couple of legs right to Kenzie Greencorn. She gets a shot away, couldn't get it in. Now the puck is right at the goal line. There's a crowd of about 10 players in the crease, and the referee makes no signal, as 9 players were in the crease out of the 12 players on the ice. The only two not in there were the two Select defenders and the Select goaltender. And somebody's celebrating a birthday over there, and it sounds like it might have been one of the Select's grandparents. Looks like the face-off will be in the Lynx zone, so no goal. Now, the question is, did one of the Lynx players cover the puck with a glove other than the goalie? And in that case, that would be a penalty shot. Obviously, that did not take place. So the face-off will be in the Cape Breton zone. Just under 2 minutes gone here in period number 2. Here comes a chance for Vickers. She's being watched by Fraser. Fraser did get a stick on the puck. Now the shot, blocker save made by Burrows. Greencorn able to poke the puck out to center. Back to pick up is Morrison. She plays it back. That'll be intercepted by Clark. Here's Clark with the puck, but Morrison able to come back and steal it back from her. Sam Morrison coming through center in across the blue line. Can't get a shot away as Fraser knocks the puck off of her stick. Now a pass for Dwarin. Kendall Dwarin coming ahead. She's got Clark with her. Dwarin will take it all the way down into the corner on the left wing side, or right wing side, excuse me. Now the puck is worked free by Chasson. It'll come up to the line. McPherson holds it in, plays it down the boards to Glenn. Glenn centering pass for Beaton, but that was intercepted and sent down the ice. Now a pass for Glenn. It goes onto the wrong side as she was looking at it. McLean gets the puck. Beaton able to knock it off of her stick. And now Leahy tries to make a pass. It was turned over for a moment as Ross had a stick on it, but the bouncing puck now is underneath Ailey Glenn. Glenn didn't know where it was. Now it comes free. Sent down towards the net. Burrows will steer that aside, and Ross will play it behind her net for McPherson. Ahead to Glenn. Glenn gets it ahead. That puck hops over the stick of Beaton down deep into the Lynx zone. Coming in to help get the puck free for the Selects is Thompson. No, that's McDonald, excuse me. Julia McDonald plays it down to Beaton. Beaton will get it up the boards to LeBlanc. And as LeBlanc couldn't hold the line and went to dump it back in, the puck goes off of the leg of Jenna Beaton and will get a stoppage with 3:48 gone here in the second period. Williams takes the face-off against Marshall, but the Lynx didn't have everybody ready. Now they do. Draw ends up going to Lawless. She poked it back. Chasson nearly loses it to Thompson. Puck comes bouncing up to Williams. She'll play it back to the line for LeBlanc. LeBlanc with the shot that goes wide. And the puck comes off the boards. Lawless will get it past Dunn down the ice. Hard enough for an icing. Yes, indeed. Yes, our lines person took a tumble but still got the whistle blown. As one of our referees, I think both of our referees having a good chuckle over that one. Give that lines person credit. She may have gone down, but she stayed with the play and got the whistle blown. Puck comes to LeBlanc. There it's deflected, and Muse had to be sharp there. LeBlanc with a shot that didn't have a whole lot of steam on it, but it ended up going off the stick of Chasson and was just heading towards the post. And Muse had to turn and dive onto that puck to keep it out of her net with 4:15 gone here in the second period. Off of the face-off, Vickers gets the puck. She'll bring it out to center. Vickers in across the blue line, stops, now tried to make a pass across. There's a chance in close for Connors, and she puts it wide. Morrison brings it up the boards, has it knocked away from her, or actually tried to send it down the boards, but it was cleared away. Now Dwarin with the puck. Dwarin with a sharp angle shot. That goes off the side of the net. Dwarin able to pick it back up, now sends it behind the net for McNeil. She looks to get it out in front. McNeil still on it. Now does take a shot, save, rebound, second save, as Boyd got the second chance shot from in close. Now Dwarin with the puck again. She'll play it back to the line for Fraser. Fraser taking a look, sends it towards the net. That's knocked down by Morrison. Morrison has it knocked off her stick by Dwarin. Now looking to get the puck out of the zone is McDonald, that being Olivia McDonald. Should mention both players who wear number 10 are with the surname McDonald. Julia is a forward for the Selects. Olivia is a defender for the Lynx. Here's Morrison with the puck. She'll bring it in across the blue line, takes a shot, save made. Puck is still there, and it'll be cleared away. Now Boyd, her pass goes off the skate of Dwarin. She'll get it ahead to Clark. Clark has that puck roll just a little bit too far away from her. Chisholm Beaton will get to it, play it around the boards to the far side for McNeil. McNeil fanned on her pass attempt, but it ends up coming back to McNeil. Now she'll play it ahead for McLean across to the near side for Lawand. Lawand gives it to Leahy. Leahy has that bounce off of her stick. Selects get possession. They'll come back the other way. Just about 6 minutes gone here in the second period. Julia McDonald gets tripped or gets hooked up in the corner. It's going to be another penalty against the Lynx. McDonald with the puck burrows to the net for the extra attacker, and as the puck is touched by the stick of McNeil, we'll get the hooking call against, looking to see the number of the player there. I believe it is going to be Morgan O'Keefe who comes off for the hooking penalty. Actually, no, it's McNeil who took the hooking penalty. So Brooklyn McNeil goes off, and the Selects get their fourth power play of the game. And that is the one thing that this Selects team is able to do, is generate power play opportunities with their speed. They force other teams to take penalties as they work with their speed. Although the Lynx do the same thing, they haven't been able to do that yet to the Selects in this game. They have done it to the other teams in this tournament. McPherson plays the puck down the boards. Williams gets it down into the corner. Centering pass intended for Thompson, but it goes off the heel of her stick. Not able to clear the zone is Morrison. And now we're going to get a stoppage as the net for the Lynx comes loose. 6:40 gone here in the second period. 31 seconds gone in the penalty to Brooklyn McNeil. A reminder, we do try to be a little bit interactive with our broadcasts here, so you can send me a message through Twitter at PetterPC_sports. That's PETTERPC_sports. You can also get us through Facebook. Go to facebook.com and search for Petter Sports and Streaming. Here's Bree McPherson with the puck. She fires a shot looking top corner, but sent it just a little bit too high. Now Fraser with it. Plays it down the boards to Thompson. Thompson steps in. It comes to Williams. Loose at the side of the net. Williams with the shot. It goes just wide. And now the puck cleared down the length of the ice. 1:03 gone in the penalty. Burrows will settle the puck there for Sarah Fraser. Fraser out from behind the net. Ahead to Thompson. Thompson comes through center. Trying to get a step on Leahy, just sends the puck towards the net. Muse will cover up and hang on, and it'll be a face-off with 45 seconds left to go in the power play for the Selects. 12:36 left to go here in the second period. In this meeting of two teams who have met, they've played against each other in multiple provinces this year. They've played against each other in many different arenas, but maybe none bigger than this one for the season unless they meet again on Sunday. Here's Dwarin trying to take it out to the side of the net, but the puck goes off of the post. Now it's picked up by Morrison. She'll play it off the boards to the line and just out. Dunn couldn't quite hold it onside. Gets it ahead to Greencorn. 15 seconds left in the penalty. Greencorn, who is having a great tournament with 6 points so far, takes the puck all the way around the zone. Now plays it back to the line for Dunn. Dunn will send it down into the far corner. Dwarin is there to pick up. It's knocked off of her stick. It comes to the line. LeBlanc plays it back down. Morrison able to get it there. She'll play it ahead. And the pass just misses McLean, who was just coming on after a change after the penalty had come to an end. Here comes Brooke Williams with the puck. Williams down, trashing towards the net, but it'll be cleared away. Gets only as far as McDougall, and the net comes loose yet again, as with so much traffic near the crease of Megan Muse, the net ends up getting jarred loose multiple times. Selects get another offensive zone face-off. 8:32 gone here in the second period, or in the third period, as the Selects make a change, as one of the players who was on the ice had a piece of equipment come free, and it was her neck guard. And so in a situation like that, they are allowed to make a change when a piece of equipment comes loose, especially when it is the neck guard, as safety has to be the number one priority, understandably so. Here's Fraser with the puck now. Sarah Fraser comes through center, has it knocked off her stick. Williams will get it. She'll play it around the boards. It'll go to the far side. Chasson will get to it there, plays it ahead. Sent back to Chasson by McLean, but now here it's turned over, and Boyd with it. As her teammates are changing, Boyd able to hold possession while the change takes place. Now Boyd coming out of the corner, gets it to the front of the net. Trying to turn and get a shot away is Marks. She ends up playing it back to the line for McDougall instead. Back down the boards for Boyd. Boyd now trying to come to the middle of the ice, has the puck knocked off her stick, and coming out with it will be Skylar McLean. McLean getting it across to the far side, looking for Lawand. Lawand gets taken off of the puck, and that'll allow the Selects to bring it back out as we near the midway point of this game. Julia McDonald coming in, gets the pass over. Marks couldn't get the shot away as the puck was in a bit of a little awkward position for her around her feet. Now McPherson with the puck after Pino lost her footing. Puck sent down the length of the ice, and that's going to be an icing call, as McPherson was on her own side of center as she played the puck ahead. 10:02 remaining here in period 2, and there have been 2 goals scored so far in this game, 1 by each team. Face-off will be deep in the Select zone as both number 6s line up for the draw. That's Marshall and Dwaran. Puck ends up heading towards the net. Burrows with the kick save. It may have been going wide anyway, but never want to take a chance on that. Puck gets to the line and out. Pino will send it back into the zone. Now Ross gets it across to the near side for McPherson, who brings it in. McPherson taking it down towards the corner, gets it to the front of the net. Dwaran with a shot, doesn't get much on that. And now clearing it away from the front of the net is O'Keefe. O'Keefe gains the red line, dumps the puck in. It'll come towards the front of the net, and Burrows covers up and hangs on, and we're going to get a penalty. Interference will be called against Bree McPherson. And so the Lynx will get their first power play of the game. 10:27 into the second period. The Lynx so far this weekend, 42.9% efficiency on the power play, as they have scored on 3 of 7 chances. For the Selects, their penalty kill, just like the Lynx, we talked about the Lynx penalty kill being at 100% coming into this game, and still at 100% for the Lynx. The Selects penalty kill also at 100% so far, killing off 5 out of 5 through their first 2 games. Here's Morrison with the puck, in across the line. Morrison drops it off. There's a shot blocked by Williams. It comes to Chasson. She plays it over to McEachern. McEachern shot blocked by Williams. And Williams able to get it past McEachern, but McEachern just keeps the puck onside. Now a centering pass goes off of a skate. McDonald able to get it as far as the line. Chasson plays it down to Morrison, back to Chasson, across to the far side. There's a shot blocked by Dunn. Dunn able to find the puck and get it out to center. McEachern back to pick up. She'll play it across to Chasson. 1:08 left to go in the penalty to McPherson. Up to Morrison. Has it knocked off her stick by LeBlanc. Chasson with it now. She'll get it ahead, just out of the reach of Leahy. Leahy picks it up off the wall, gives it to Morrison. Morrison takes it down to the corner. Centering pass. That goes just behind the intended target of Lawless. And that allows the Selects to get the puck back out to center. 43 seconds left to go in the penalty. Morrison able to get by McDonald. Morrison still with the puck. Takes it all the way over to the far wall. Drops it back to the line for O'Keefe. Near side. Now down low to Lawless. Back to the line for O'Keefe. To Morrison. Morrison looking to go back door with it for McLean, but the Selects had crashed back to their crease and were able to deny that pass. Puck sent back out to center. 10 seconds left to go in the penalty. Lawless sends it back to O'Keefe. O'Keefe at her own blue line now gets ahead. Coming across is Lawless. She got the puck to McLean. McLean couldn't get a good shot away. And now it comes to the near side corner. LeBlanc will pick up as we are back to 5-on-5. Here's Bree McPherson with the puck after coming out of the penalty box. McPherson drops it off for Thompson. Thompson with the shot. And that gets deflected, goes up over the glass and out of play. And we'll get a stoppage with 7:03 left to go here in the second period. And again, it is worth noting that if this game remains tied through to the end of regulation and goes into overtime, both of these teams will have clinched a spot in the gold medal game. So in a really crazy way, it is actually to both of these teams' advantage to leave the score tied. But you know full well that they are not going to do that. They are both going to play to their full intensity, their full capability. There's a shot from Thompson, and the save made by Muse. In behind the net now, McEachern has it taken away from her. Trying to get it out to the front was Marks, but the only one there was Leahy. She'll get it ahead. Now Connors coming through center. Connors made a pass, but the only one there was Clark. She'll get it ahead to Dwarin. Dwarin will bring it in across the blue line, send it down where it'll be picked up by O'Keefe. O'Keefe sends it behind the net. Gathering it up there is Olivia McDonald. Her pass ahead for Connors. Connors lost it to Julia McDonald, and now it'll be Sarah Fraser bringing the puck up the other way. Fraser gets it over to Greencorn. She'll send it down into the corner, go chasing after it herself, get tied up by Olivia McDonald, but able to skate through that and bring it up the right wing side. Now back to the line for Ross. Ross with the shot. Too many white shirts between her and the net. The puck doesn't get all the way there. Now it ends up on the stick of Olivia McDonald, and she will work her way out to center. Has it stolen from her by Greencorn, who sends it back down off the end boards at the side of the net. It'll be picked up by O'Keefe. O'Keefe losing her angle as Beaton's in for checking. Plays it around to the far side. Glenn battling there. Now Morrison will come out with it. She'll get it up to Vickers. Here comes Vickers in across the line. Vickers for Morrison, but the puck goes off of her foot and into the corner. Getting the puck is Bree McPherson. Just over 5 minutes left to go in the period. McPherson lost her lane as McLean was forechecking. Now lost her lane going the other way as Vickers was there. Played it around. Did McPherson to Beaton, who played it back to McPherson, and now the Select's able to come out as Williams carries the puck. She'll get to the red line, go to dump it in. It's knocked down there by McNeil. Comes back out to center, and McPherson this time will get it in. It's knocked down this time by Chisholm Beaton. Back out to center. McPherson trying to get away from the pressure of Pino. Lost control of the puck, but back in support was Beaton, who gets the puck into the zone. Now Chisholm Beaton on it, battling against Beaton. Should mention that's Alexis Chisholm Beaton for the Lynx and Jenna Beaton for the Selects. Puck is turned over to Boyd. She'll get it ahead to McNeil, and that pass doesn't quite connect. McNeil able to get to the puck. Lynx bench a little incredulous that icing wasn't called there. Now Boyd with the puck. Lacey Boyd steps in and shoots and scores! Lacey Boyd puts the Selects in front. It's 2-1. for Boyd. That'll be her first point of the tournament. She was one of only 3 players who did not have a point yet for the selects. The other 2 being Brie McPherson and Lily LeBlanc. And we're going to get the Lynx not happy. One Chasson was talking to one referee, the other referee talking to 2 of her lines people. The goal is up on the board, though. Now, Morrison expressing her concerns, but I don't think anything is going to be changed. The goal will count. Not sure reading the lips from the Cape Breton bench, the coach said nobody touched the puck. Dwaron with the only assist on Boyd's goal. There's a shot, and then afterwards Georgia Burrows with a little bit of a how do you do for Kennedy Vickers, and Burrows gets away with one there, although she's getting a little talking to now from the referee. So Burrows maybe, yes, she gets away with one, but she does get a warning. So you know that she's not going to have quite as much freedom next time around. There's a shot that goes wide. 3.5 minutes left to go here in the second period. The Selects leading again. Lacey Boyd with her first goal, first point of the tournament, assisted by Kendall Dwaron at 16:01 to put the Selects out in front for the first time in this game. As I mentioned, that leaves the Selects with just 2 skaters without a point so far in the tournament. And that has been one of their strengths all season long, is their ability to get scoring from all kinds of different places, as there's players all over the ice everywhere. And we're going to get a hooking call against Julia McDonald out of all of this, with 3:01 left to go in the period. So the Lynx will get their second power play of the game. And a chance to try and tie it back up again here with the extra skater. But a good start to the penalty kill as the Selects win the draw. That was Brooke Williams on the faceoff. Aaron McNeil then launching the puck down the ice. Coming out from her behind the net was Olivia McDonald. She had the puck knocked away as she tried to make a pass. Now this time it's going to be O'Keefe carrying the puck ahead. O'Keefe will get it across the blue line. Gets tied up along the wall. Leahy will fire a shot. That'll go wide of the net. McPherson will get to the puck and get it out to center. It's knocked down by Morrison. Delayed offside. Allows Williams rather to send the puck down the ice. Now Morrison back to get it. She'll pick up some speed as she comes through center, sends the puck down the ice, and is able to get by LeBlanc. Morrison takes it behind the net, now out the far side, back to the line for McEachern. McEachern's shot hits a number of bodies on its way to the net, ends up underneath McPherson. It's not a penalty shot if McPherson was not in the crease when she covered the puck. As someone in the stands here yelled penalty shot. Can't be a penalty shot if McPherson ends up landing on the puck and covering it not in the crease. 1:53 to go in the period, 52 seconds left to go in the penalty to Julia McDonald. I don't disagree that, and they're getting away with a cross-check in the back was Sarah Fraser. No, maybe she didn't, as there is a hand up. Now the puck comes back to the line, so 6-on-4 here, and now as the puck is touched by Thompson, no, they're not going to blow it down as it just went off of Thompson. They say the decision, obviously, that she never had control. Now here's Morrison with it. Now over for McLean. There's a shot. That goes high. 20 seconds left in the first penalty. Now we'll get the whistle to blow. And it is going to be the cross-check by Sarah Fraser. And I don't know how Fraser could try and argue against that penalty. It was very clearly a cross-check in the back. With 1:20 left to go in the second period, a 5-on-3 for 19 seconds. And like, you know, there's a shot and a save made by Burrows. As I mentioned earlier, the Selects, they're my hometown team. I'm going to admit, yes, I do cheer for them. I would like to see them win, but I'm going to call it the way I see it. And for Fraser, that was a cross-check. And she tries to, as she was talking to Julia McDonald in the penalty box there, trying to demonstrate what she did. And she demonstrated pretty much the exact definition of what a cross-check is. Here's Morrison with the puck now. And I mean no disrespect for Sarah Fraser when I say that. She plays with a lot of skill and a lot of intensity, but that was a cross-check. Here's Morrison with the puck now. Back to the line for Chasson. Back down to Morrison. The first penalty has ended. 1.5 minutes left in the second one, but 46 seconds left in the period. So the power play will carry over into the third if the Lynx don't score here. And the puck comes out to center. McEachern tied up with Julia McDonald as McDonald was able to help work the puck ahead a few feet. Now Leahy will get it. She'll play it back to Chasson ahead, intended for Pino. Pino does not get a piece of that puck, and that's going to be an icing call against the Selects. 24 seconds left, or icing call against the Lynx, excuse me, with 24 seconds left to go in the second period. If you're just joining us, this game is for a spot in the gold medal game. Whoever wins will clinch a spot in the gold medal game. If they win it in regulation, they will also clinch the #1 seed in that gold medal game and therefore would have home ice advantage. If this game goes to overtime, both teams would clinch spots in the gold medal game. Puck is cleared back down the ice. 3 seconds left in the period, and that will do it. We started the period tied at a goal apiece. There was one goal in that period. It came just under 4 minutes left. Lacey Boyd gets her first point of the tournament, scoring the goal. And so at the end of 2, it is Selects 2, Lynx 1. Lynx will carry 41 seconds of power play time into period number 3. Shots on goal in that period were 8 apiece. The Lynx still trail in the shot clock overall, 17-16. We're going to take a break. We'll come back. We'll get you ready for the third period in just a few minutes. You are watching the 2023 Under-18 AAA Atlantic Female Hockey Championship Tournament from the Member 2 Sports and Wellness Center here on Atlantic Hockey Online through AO Live, produced by Petter Sports and streaming. Welcome back as we get ready for what promises to be a very intense, very hard-fought, very entertaining third period. Selects short a player for 41 seconds while Sarah Fraser has to finish off her cross-checking penalty. Selects, though, at the same time, carry a 2-1 lead into these final 20 minutes. The goal that is the difference right now, the first goal of the tournament for Lacey Boyd. You can't ask for a game much closer than this. The score separated by just one. The shots on goal separated by just one. The opportunities probably even or separated by just one. Unfortunately, I don't have access to a running total on officially counted scoring chances and stuff like that from Instat, so I can't say for sure, but I would say that it is likely very, very close. As we get ready for this third period, I don't need to reiterate what is on the line in this game. I know I don't need to, but I will anyway. Winner in the gold medal game. If it goes to overtime, both teams in the gold medal game. Even if whichever team ends up losing, if they lose in regulation, they will still have a chance to earn their way into the gold medal game if they get the victory in their game tomorrow. Both of these teams still very much controlling their own destiny. Here's Pino bringing the puck into the zone, drops it off for Morrison. Morrison has that puck stop on her in the wet ice, and we've seen that happen multiple times in every game this tournament. The ice is not completely dry when the next period starts. I don't know what they can do to resolve that issue, but it has... In this case, it just took away a potential possible scoring opportunity for the Cape Breton Lynx. I don't know if they need to put extra time on the intermission. I know that Hockey Canada has regulations about how long the intermissions are supposed to be or what the situation and those sorts of things. But perhaps now what is the issue here? As the referee goes over, talks to the linesperson, are they trying to say that Fraser came out of the penalty box early? I'm not sure. I really don't know. And now we're going to have our officials will go over and have a chat with the Cape Breton Lynx bench. And I will admit I'm at a loss as to what this could be about. Now Craig, the selects bench asking for a clarification on what's happening. That's met with a nod, and whatever it was, if anything else, it allowed some of the wet spots to maybe get a little bit drier as the puck comes to the front of the net. Now it's there again. You see the puck just stop dead. That time it almost cost the selects. The previous time it almost cost, well, it did cost the Lynx a potential chance at a possible scoring opportunity. That time it nearly cost the selects as they were trying to clear the puck out of their zone. And let me be clear, I am not trying to lay blame on anybody here, but this is a situation that does need to get resolved, especially if it's still a problem by the gold medal game and we possibly see a goal get scored or a goal not happen because a scoring chance is taken away in what would determine who gets to go to the SO Cup coming up in a few weeks. I don't know who has the authority to say, okay, we have to put 2 extra minutes onto the intermissions, or ask the Zamboni driver to go a little bit faster as they make their laps, or what the solution is. And I'm sorry that I'm harping on this so much instead of just doing play-by-play, but the fact of the matter is, it is impacting the game and needs to be addressed. Enough of that talk. Here's Boyd with the puck. She has her stick lifted as she tried to get a shot away. Great play there by Skylar McLean to deny Boyd of getting that shot off. Now the puck is to the line and out with a great effort by Leahy. Now LeBlanc will pick up. She'll get it ahead to Boyd. Boyd comes in across the line. Pass intended for McDonald, broken up by Chasson. Puck ends up underneath Chasson. Another puck that just stops dead. That's 3 times now in this period that the puck has just stopped dead because of the wet ice. And twice it has taken away scoring chances, once for each team. Now Vickers plays it back down to the corner. Chasson gets to it there. Clark trying to tie her up, but the puck is back to Vickers. She'll get it ahead to Morrison. Here comes Morrison up the ice. Morrison all the way down into the corner, working against McPherson, as the 2 captains, who both wear 5, having a great battle there. Now the puck comes up, and Greencorn will bring it out to center. Get it down the ice. And back to get it is Chisholm Beaton for the Lynx. She'll poke it ahead. Now Morrison again with it. She'll play it across to the far side for Vickers. Vickers loses her footing as she was coming across the line. And the Selects bring it back out to center. Williams plays it down. Now it'll come to the near side. McDougall dumps it in. It goes off of the body of McNeil in behind the net. Greencorn picks up. Greencorn throws it to the front of the net, and McNeil able to clear that away. Again, that's Brooklyn McNeil as opposed to Aaron McNeil, the forward for the Selects. Puck goes to the far wall. Vickers will pick up there as we near 4 minutes gone in the period. Marshall now will get it ahead for Pino. Pino has that roll just a little too far away from her. And Lawless will back it up to McDonald. McDonald's pass just misses Pino. McDougall not able to get it by Lawless. And here comes Aaron Lawless into the select zone, getting it towards the front of the net. It'll come back to the line. McDonald across to the near side. There's a shot taken by O'Keefe, and that's steered away. Now a bit of a miscommunication between Fraser and McDougall. Fraser ends up getting the puck ahead to Beaton, and Jenna Beaton will play it down the ice. Back to get it is Olivia McDonald behind her own net, getting away from the pressure of Beaton. Plays the puck over to Lawless. Lawless's pass to Pino, broken up by Julia McDonald. Now Pino gets it back. Gets around Dunn, but can't get around LeBlanc. And Lily LeBlanc will play it to Brooke Thompson. Thompson gets met by Leahy. And now it's down into the Lynx zone with just over 5 minutes gone here in the third period. Battle along the near side wall. Referee telling them to move it, as Thompson now gets it to McDonald. Julia McDonald had that puck just squirt by her, and Chasson will bring it up the other way. Chasson gets it down low. Dunn able to get to it just ahead of the forechecker McLean. Now out to center. Morrison back on the puck, trying to get some space away from Olivia Marks. Morrison will play it back to Chasson. Return pass for Morrison, and now she'll come ahead in across the blue line. Morrison gets around LeBlanc. Morrison has the puck just roll off her stick, and we're going to get a penalty coming up against the Selects, and it's going to be LeBlanc for slashing. And so we'll have the 4th power play of the game for the Lynx, with 6:04 gone here in the third period. And just like we said earlier about the Selects, you give them that many power play opportunities. It hasn't come back to haunt the Lynx yet, the 4 power plays that the Selects have had. But this now the 4th power play for the Lynx. Both penalty kills continue to fire on all cylinders. That one sent down the ice right onto the goaltender, and Muse sets it there for Olivia McDonald. Here comes McDonald. In across the line, working against McPherson. McPherson able to tie her up along the boards. Puck comes free. McLean can't find it. Doiron does, but she ends up coughing it up, and there's a shot taken by Marshall and a nice save made by Burrows. Now O'Keefe down into the corner. Pass intended to get back to O'Keefe, but it was deflected by Doiron, and out to center it comes. O'Keefe back with it. She'll bring it in across the line. Able to get by Ross. Now McPherson able to knock the puck off of O'Keefe's stick, and down the ice it goes. Muse will set it behind the net. Picked up there by Chasson. 1:03 and counting left to go here in the third period. 1:03 left in the penalty was what I tried to say. Now here's Morrison bringing the puck in. Her shot is blocked by McDougall. Morrison gets it back, plays it to the line for McEachern. Down the boards to Leahy. Her shot goes wide. Back to the line for Chasson. Down to Morrison. Morrison working against Fraser. Back to Chasson again. Near side McEachern. Her shot. That hits a couple of bodies in front and is cleared away over to the corner. Leahy now. Her pass comes all the way to the far wall, and then Chasson. Now back to Leahy. Fans on it to attempt. Behind the net, Pino gets it over to the far boards for Morrison. 13 seconds left in the penalty. Morrison sends it down into the corner. Fraser on it. Clears it as far as the line. Chasson holds it onside. Now Leahy across for Morrison, who fans on her one-timer attempt. And the Selects are able to get it and launch it down the ice. And that will bring the penalty to LeBlanc to an end. Under 12 minutes left to go here in the third period. Selects still lead it by a goal. Here's Morrison. She'll get it ahead for Marshall. Marshall has McLean with her, but elects to shoot, and the shot goes high and wide. Now coming the other way, here comes Boyd. She's got Aaron McNeil with her. Boyd takes it down below the goal line. Goes out the far side. Puck comes back to the line. There's a shot from Ross, and it goes up into the air, caught by Muse, and she'll hang on for a face-off with 11:23 left to go here in period number 3. Face-off will be inside the Cape Breton Lynx zone. McDonald and Morrison. And as long as the Lynx are trailing by a goal, you got to think that Morrison will probably play of the last 11 minutes. If they don't tie it up, she'll probably play close to 9 of the 11 minutes, you would think. Puck comes into the near side corner. Now it comes out in front, and McPherson able to get it away before Morrison could get a stick on it. Now McPherson plays it up the boards. It comes to Chasson. She'll get it to McEachern in the high slot. There's a shot. Comes to Vickers, her shot, and Burrows able to make the save. Now it comes through the crease and ends up into the near side corner. Ross able to pick up, and she'll get it to the line and out. Chasson backs up with it, gives it to Morrison. Morrison trying to find a lane into the zone, couldn't find one. Now Connors will dump it in. 10:33 and counting left in the third period. Ahead for Greencorn. She got it to Doiron. Doiron had it knocked off her stick. Now McPherson bringing it ahead, gains the red line, dumps it down into the Lynx zone. Around to the far side, race to get to the puck. Chasson gets there just ahead of Clark. Now Clark able to get the puck as Greencorn was able to poke it free. Back to the line for Boyd. Boyd with a shot, Dunn, with that shot, and it's steered away. Now back into the select zone. McLean takes it behind the net, trying to make a centering pass. That's broken up. Dunn will send it around to the far side. Getting to it there is Olivia McDonald. She'll play it behind the net. McLean gets to it. She has it knocked away from her by Dwaram. Now McLean back on it. McLean plays it back to McDonald. McDonald with a shot. That goes wide. Into the far corner. Leahy sends it behind the net, and it'll be picked up by Lily LeBlanc. LeBlanc gets it ahead. Intended for Clark. That's broken up by O'Keefe. O'Keefe will bring it back into the select zone. Sends it towards the net. Burrows steers it to the near wall. Picked up there by LaWand, and she played it back to the line, but not there in position to take the pass yet was Marshall. Now LaWand back on it. Just over 9 minutes left to go here in the third period. With the puck was O'Keefe, but she ended up coughing it up. Now Williams trying to get it under control. Glenn in there as well. She goes down, gets it to the front of the net. Beaton plays it back to the line. Now a shot from McDougall and the save made by Muse, and she will hang on for a face-off. 8:46 left to go here in the third period. Selects with the 2-1 lead over the Lynx, as we have this fantastic matchup between two great teams who have put on an incredible show here this evening. Puck comes to the near side boards. Battle for the puck. It goes down into the corner. Now Glenn and McEachern work there. The puck comes finally free for Williams. She tried to get it back, but back down to where Glenn was, but Glenn was still tied up. Now here comes Morrison back the other way. Puck is knocked off her stick. Big play there by Fraser. Sarah Fraser showing once again why she is one of the most highly touted defenders in Atlantic Canada. Puck comes up to Morrison yet again. Morrison brings it in across the line. Cuts to the outside, now throws the puck towards the net, and Burrows makes the save and hangs on. As trying to get onto that puck there was Pino, but Burrows had it covered and held on with 7:52 remaining here in the third period of this game between the last two undefeated teams here at this Atlantic Championship tournament. Winner of the game gets a guaranteed spot in the gold medal. They'll still have to play one more game tomorrow, but they'll go into that game knowing that they have their spot in the gold medal already assured. Here's Thompson with the puck. She'll fire it around to the near side. Karis Ross picks up there. She plays it ahead. It gets to the line. O'Keefe works it back down into the corner for McNeil. McNeil to the front of the net. Nobody in white was there. It comes all the way to the far wall. Thompson will get it out to center. O'Keefe backs up, or was back to get it, now plays it ahead for Marshall. Geneva Marshall gives to Skylar McLean. There's a shot, and Burrows makes sure there is no rebound to be had as she pounces on that one and hangs on for another face-off. 7:10 left to go here in the third period. The ultimate prize at the end of this weekend, a chance to go to Saskatchewan. And I know there are people out there who are going to Saskatchewan. That's not much of a prize. I'll say this much. Having lived in Saskatchewan for 5 years, it is a beautiful province. It is more than just flat, although it is a lot of flat. And Prince Albert, Saskatchewan, of course, where the Esso Cup is. And there's a goal by Lacey Boyd as she gets her second of the game, and the Selects now lead it by 2. What looked like a relatively innocent rush up the ice and then a shot somehow is able to get by Megan Muse, and the Northern Subway Selects with a 2-goal lead. Lacey Boyd, her second goal of the game, her second goal and second point of the tournament, and it's now 3-1 for the Northern Subway Selects over the Cape Breton Lynx. and has that goal given the Selects their spot in the gold medal game. Erin McNeil gets the only assist on that goal. So Boyd, her second goal, second point. McNeil gets the assist. That's her second point of the tournament as well. That's going to be an offside, and we're going to get a penalty. Interference will be called, and it's going to go against one of the Lynx players as Erin McNeil had her stick knocked out of her hand. So the Selects now with a 2-goal lead and a power play for 2 minutes with Morgan O'Keefe going off for the interference call. This the 5th power play of the game for the Northern Subway Selects. 6:28 on the clock. And we're going to have another conversation between two of our officials here. O'Keefe still not sure why she got the penalty. And now, why is the face-off being moved out? Because the whistle blew because of the offside. Okay, that's why the face-off is moved outside. That makes sense. So that's what the officials were discussing. As we get the confirmation of O'Keefe's interference penalty at 13:32. Here's Fraser with the puck. She gets it to Thompson. Thompson's backhand shot, save, rebound, they score! And was that Kendall Dwaron who got the power play goal? Yes, it was. And the Selects now lead it 4-1. As the power play does eventually strike. Like I said, you give a power play with that much potency, that many opportunities, and eventually it will strike. And for Kendall Dwaron, that's her 3rd goal, 6th point of the tournament, tying her with Kenzie Greencorn for the lead in points, as they both now have 6. Fraser and Marks with the assists. So Kendall Dwaron, her 3rd goal, 6th point on the power play, assisted by Sarah Fraser and Olivia Marks at 13:55. And it's now 4-1. And the Selects are 5.5 minutes away from clinching themselves a spot in the gold medal game. Puck goes down into the Cape Breton Lynx zone. Comes up to the line. McNeil, Erin McNeil plays it down to McDonald. That's Julia McDonald. Now the puck ends up underneath Olivia McNeil. And as McNeil went down a little awkwardly, the referee making a very smart decision to blow the play down. As competitive and as hard as these games are, player safety always the #1 priority, and when a player goes down, in the name of player safety, we call the play down as quickly as possible, and that's always the right decision. There's an attempt at a shot by Boyd, and she fanned on it, and now we're going to get a head contact penalty against Cameron Leahy. And it's a 4-minute head contact penalty. And that will pretty much bring us to the end of regulation, or it'll bring us down into the final minute, even if the Selects don't score. And the Lynx are going to take their time out here to try and talk things over to make sure that their penalty killers get some rest.
Yeah, it's a double minor. It means it's a little more severe than a regular penalty, but not as severe as a major.
So the Lynx taking their time out here as Craig Clark, you can see his message to his bench looks like it's just basically, let's just play this one out. Let's not worry about doing anything too crazy. The message for the Lynx looked like, let's try and get the puck up the ice. Let's try and get some chances shorthanded, see what we can get out of it. As even if this is one of those situations where for the Northern Subway Selects, they probably are not going to be too concerned about whether they get a goal on the power play here. They're going to be just as happy to have the 4 minutes come off of the clock. McDonald gets the puck back to the line, chasing it down and holding it onside. There is Ross. She'll fire it around the boards. Now behind the net, or below the goal line, O'Keefe battling there with Boyd. O'Keefe able to work herself free. Now gets the puck ahead to Morrison. Here comes Morrison up the ice. Morrison with a burst of speed gets a shot away. That goes wide. It'll come all the way around the boards. And O'Keefe was tied up with McNeil there. And now the Selects working the puck back out to center ice, but it'll get dumped back in again by Vickers. 4:18 to go, third period. Vickers will play the puck back out to center. McEachern will send it right back in again. Back to get it is McPherson. She gets away from the forecheck of Lawless. Now McPherson will get it up to Marks. Marks brings it in across the line. Takes the shot. That's blocked. Puck comes to the line. Boyd will hold it in. Play it down over to the corner for Marks. Marks tying up there with Chisholm beaten. Now it'll be Thompson on the puck. Back to the line for Dunn. Back to Thompson. Down low. Return pass for Thompson again, but she fanned on the shot attempt. And now bringing the puck out is Pino. In across the line. Myra Pino takes it to the near wall. Now plays it back. Just held onside by Chisholm beaten, but she ends up losing the puck to Thompson. Thompson coming in, gets the shot away. Muse the save, and she will hang on for a face-off. 2:20 left to go in the penalty. 3:17 remaining here in the third period. So the Selects now just under 200 seconds away from booking their spot in Sunday's championship game, and that puts them just one win away from a second consecutive trip to an SO Cup. Last year they got as far as the national semifinals. This year they want to get back to Prince Albert, as we're going to have a stoppage here. I think the net coming loose yet again. And so we'll get the net reset. 2:11 left to go in the penalty. 3:07 remaining here in the period. As I mentioned, the Selects last year, national semifinalists. And the Selects would love to get back to an SO Cup, would love to have a chance to get that couple of steps further and do what Cape Breton West did a few years ago at the TELUS Cup, what the Moncton Flyers did last year at a TELUS Cup, and what no Atlantic team has done yet at an SO Cup, and that is become a national champion. 2:32 left to go here in the third period. Of course, they still have one game left in the round robin portion, as that puck goes up into hits a player on the Subway Select bench. It didn't go all the way into the bench, but hit a player on the bench. So we'll get a stoppage with 1:25 left to go in the penalty, 2:22 remaining here in the third period.
It's all good. You guys are good. I'm not picking you up at all.
Some gentlemen having a conversation just off to my right here, but they saw that I was looking at them for a second and thought I was worried about their conversation getting picked up. Not at all. No worries. As the puck comes back into the Lynx zone, Greencorn takes it behind the net. Kenzie Greencorn, one of two players on the Selects now with 6 points on the weekend. As a team, they have scored 14 goals in their 3 games. Now with the puck, there's McDougall. Her shot blocked by McLean. 1 minute left to go in the penalty, and McLean will launch it down the ice. Burrows will settle it behind the net there for Sarah Fraser. Fraser gets it ahead to Greencorn. Greencorn just deflects it forward, and it's picked up by the Lynx. 45 seconds left in the penalty. Puck now deep in the Lynx zone. Back to get it, Chasson. She'll send it forward, and Ross will pick up just outside her own blue line, send it across to McPherson. McPherson gets it ahead to Greencorn, up for Dwaron. The Lynx still have a very good chance to make it to the gold medal game as well. All they need to do is get a win in their game tomorrow. And there's Dwaron with a goal! As Kendall Dwaron had the puck bounce to her just above the top of the crease, and the Selects power play strikes for a second time with 1:06 left in the third period, and it's now 5-1. And now the Selects have the exact same scoreline in all three of their games. 5-1 over the Stars, 5-1 over the Flames, and right now with 66 seconds left, it's 5-1 over the Lynx. Again, for the Lynx, they still have a very good chance to be in that gold medal game. All they need to do is get a victory over the Flames tomorrow at noon. If they lose that game to the Flames, they'll need a couple of other things to go their way, but all they have to do, and they don't even have to win that game. They have to, Greencorn. Clark getting an assist on the goal, as well as Kenzie Greencorn, so both Greencorn and Dwaron now have 7 points on the tournament. As for Dwaron, that's her second goal of the game, fourth goal of the tournament, and 7th point. For Kenzie Greencorn, that's her second point of the game and 7th point of the tournament. And Ellie Clark getting her third assist of the weekend. We get a stoppage after Burrows made the save with just 6 seconds left. If the Lynx get tomorrow's game against the Flames into overtime, that's all they have to do, is just get the game into overtime. They will be in the gold medal final on Sunday. So the Lynx in very good position themselves, but if they do get to the gold medal game, it will be against the Northern Subway Selects, as the Selects get the 5-1 victory. The same scoreline they have won by for all three of their games this weekend. Shots in the third period, Selects get 8. They finish with 25. The Lynx with just 5 in that third period. They finish with 21. We'll have the handshakes and then the players of the game presentation. For the Lynx, you could talk about May McEachern. She assisted on the goal. She also played very well defensively. Cameron Leahy had a good game, although I think Leahy has already won a player of the game. I can't remember for sure, to be honest. Olivia McDonald really impressed me. Morgan O'Keefe, I thought, had a good game. Brooklyn McNeil. Of course, Sam Morrison getting the goal for the Selects. Dwaron has been fantastic yet again. 2 goals for Lacey Boyd. And Myra Pino, who was another player who had a very good game for the Cape Breton Lynx, very deserving of her award as player of the game for the Lynx and now for the Selects. And it is Lacey Boyd with her 2-goal performance, including the goal that ended up being the game winner. Lacey Boyd for the Selects, who improved to 3-0 and booked themselves a spot in the championship game on Sunday. That's going to do it for us here today. We'll be back with you tomorrow morning bright and early at 9 a.m. when our first game will feature the it will feature the Tri-Pen Ice against the Eastern Stars. as it's going to be Newfoundland against Prince Edward Island in that one. Until tomorrow morning, on behalf of my awesome cameraman Kess, this is Michael Petter saying may your skates always be sharp, may your shots always hit the top shelf. Thanks so much for watching. Enjoy the rest of your Friday night.